The Taste of Iceland is touring across the nation, and it is right now here in DC through Saturday. Happening now through Saturday, it's a great way to celebrate Icelandic culture through food, music, literature, and so much more. In fact, a recent poll conducted by The Economist ranks Iceland as the best country overall for working women to live in.
And our first guest knows all about that firsthand. Author of a new book, Secrets of the
Sprakkar.
There you go.
Iceland's extraordinary women and how they are changing the world. We're honored to host her here during her visit to the nation's capital. First Lady of Iceland, Eliza Reid. We're so good to have you.
Amazing to have you.
Thank you for saying that. I want to say it correctly. So
It's excellent. It's excellent. It's a word I want to introduce to English because it means outstanding women, and we don't have any words like that in English. Sprakkar.
Sprakkar.
That's in Icelandic.
It's Icelandic for outstanding women.
Wow. Okay, we like
we
that.
need to put that up in our office.
Yes.
Let's start with Taste of Iceland.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's here in DC for the next few days. What can we expect?
Yeah, there's so much going on with free events. So we have a literature event tomorrow afternoon where Sigurður Hagalín's talking about her book, The Fires, which has to do with volcanic eruptions. It's very cool. There's a cocktail making class. There is a wellness session with people from the Blue Lagoon and Icelandic Provisions Skier, which is a delicious product. There is a music concert. There is a talk with an influencer about nature. It's sponsored by 66 North, our outdoor clothing company. And there's a wheel of prizes. So you can win a trip to Iceland with Iceland Air.
I'm entering that one.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff. And then finally, we have Icelandic chefs who come over from Iceland who are making an Iceland-themed meal with Icelandic ingredients at Michelle's restaurant here in DC. So you can literally get a taste of Iceland.
Are you traveling with the exhibit as it travels, or is it special that you've come to DC?
I often come, then I'll be in a few other cities throughout the year here as well, because I have so much fun talking about Iceland here.
Yeah,
so
a great
I think it's great to
ambassador.
get to attend and talk
What
about
is it? What is like Icelandic food? How would you describe that?
So we're really have pure, clean, fresh food. So our lamb is some of the best in the world because it's all free range. So the sheep are just let out in nature over the summer and then collected again in the fall. So there's no chemicals involved or anything. Obviously, we're an island in the North Atlantic, so we have amazing seafood and fish, and we have excellent clean water and wonderful dairy products, and it's really, really healthy things. And a curious fun fact for you, apparently we have the world's largest vegan store in Reykjavik. So we actually, if you don't eat meat or fish, we can also help you out.
Right here.
Right? There you go.
Thank you. I was wondering that when you said lamb, I'm like, maybe I want to enjoy
No.
the food.
We've made strides and leaps and bounds when it comes to non-meat and plant-based food.
That's amazing. Where you don't need to make any strides is for women in Iceland. It's like that stat at the beginning. I'm like, tell us, how do you do this? And you wrote a whole book about it, right? That's what your new book's about?
Yeah, so for 13 years, Iceland has topped the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Index, which colloquially means it's the best place for women in the world. Although we like to say we're not there yet, it's not perfect. But it means that it's a great place for working mothers. We have a really high participation rate of women in the workforce because we have government-paid parental leave policies for both parents. So fathers as well are taking parental leave, and then excellent quality subsidized childcare. And then that goes through to lots of other facets of society, from laws mandating equal pay for equal work to, I just really summarize it to say that we've kind of passed the tipping point of debating whether trying to achieve gender equality is something important, but how we're going to get there. And that's because we know that gender equality isn't something for women that makes it better. It's something that makes society better overall. So societies that are more gender equal, they have longer living, happier, more peaceful populations. So it's win-win for everybody.
Well, and obviously you've got to have some amazing women over there that are doing great things that you highlight in the book. Why did you decide to write this, and who did you focus on?
Well, I wrote this book, so you may hear from my accent, I grew up in Canada, in a different country, and I wanted to really write a love letter to my adopted homeland to explore what it's like to be a woman in the world's best country for women. And I spoke to almost 40 different women who I hope are kind of regular people that we can all relate to, from journalists to politicians and a soccer star and a rap group and a comedian and a sex therapist and just all kinds of different people to really explore different facets of society. And I hope that people will learn something new about Iceland from it and different phrases in history, but they'll also be inspired to know that we can all make a difference in this and we can all be role models in our communities.
Love it.
I know.
Thank you.
Hopefully
It really
you'll
is an
see us in
honor
your
to have you.
country sometime
Yes,
soon.
you would be
It's both on our
welcome.
bucket
We're
list.
asking about travel any time of the year is good. It sounds like.
Anytime, Northern Lights, hot springs, nature, great food, fun people. You got it
Awesome.
all.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks
An
for
honor
having
to meet
me.
you. You can check out the Taste of Iceland happening now through Saturday. Check out the events at inspiredbyiceland.com.